Good Friday evening. Great to have you here. I'm Laura Painter.
And I'm Chris Thomas. We do thank you for joining us tonight.
We start tonight with a live look over a very snowy Donner Summit. Traffic very slow going too. The rain and snow has arrived in our region, and it could make for dangerous holiday travel. Governor Gavin Newsom is now petitioning weather response personnel and equipment ahead of the storm. So let's bring in Chief Meteorologist Monica Woods now. This is going to be messy.
As a matter of fact, you're calling for a weather impact alert, right, Monica?
Right, and it's going to last several days. This isn't just a 1 or 2 day event. This is going to be the beginning stages of what will be very dangerous holiday travel. Today, we just saw a few light showers passing through. Although it was messy up in the Sierra, kind of drifting from snow into rain. That's where we are right now, basically in a rain event for the Tahoe Basin. Rain kind of exiting much of the Central Valley, but we still see some spotty showers here for the evening commute. And we've been taking live looks at those cameras. Oh, I don't want to be on the roads tonight. As far as the high country, as you can see, most of this starting to transition over to rain. All of the chain controls have been dropped. We had some briefly earlier this afternoon. As we move south of Highway 50, some of those higher elevations certainly in on the action of snow. But by the time we head into next week, totally different story. We're talking about snow down to about 5,500 feet. Winter storm watch in effect for the Sierra. Gusty winds. Travel is discouraged. That'll be Tuesday through Friday of next week. Big travel period, especially into the high country, trying to get in on some of that holiday skiing and snowboarding. Flood alert goes into effect for the valley earlier Saturday. So tomorrow this starts up and that lasts all the way through Friday. Accumulated impacts from the Sierra rain as well as the foothill rain. Everything that's up will come down into the Central Valley. That means river rises, low-lying flooding, also rock slides and mudslides possible for the foothills. We are right in the bullnose here of the potential for an excessive rainfall forecast, not only for our weekend outlook, but lasting deep into next week. Rain and snow totals, just to give you an idea why we're putting such a high alert on all of this. 8 to 10 inches of rain possible in Sacramento. We'll see that in Redding, San Francisco, 6 to 8 for Stockton and Modesto, Sonora Pass, possibly over 100 inches, over 75 inches of snow for Donner and Echo. Once things get going, going. Now that's going to be the totals through next week. Day by day, we'll just keep building on all of this with our alert timeline. I separated this into two separate time frames. Sunday through Tuesday, we've got windy weather, heavy rain and thunderstorms with the Sierra seeing lowering snow levels. A lot of changing conditions in the Sierra in a short period of time. Christmas Eve and day, windy still, heavy to moderate rain, but major travel impacts for the Sierra. Those are going to be the days where that snowpack builds quickly in the high country because it's an all snow event. No more of this back and forth situation. Highs for today in the 50s for the Sierra, 50s and 60s down low. We're still in kind of the warm pulse of this moisture coming in. Still too warm to snow at Tahoe at 39 degrees. We're still seeing some light showers in the Central Valley with temperatures in the 50s. As far as our hourly weather, well, we've got rain in the forecast overnight tonight. Very light, not a ton of accumulation coming in. We've seen roughly about a quarter of an inch to 3/10 of an inch in the valley, closer to about a half an inch for the foothills. Let me go ahead and fast forward now to the next weather event impact that we're looking at, and that's going to be winds. This is something new that we're putting into the forecast for today. So I'll start it off on Monday, but what you'll see during the day on Tuesday is how quickly those winds ramp up, close to about 45 to 50 miles per hour in the valley, upwards of 50 to 60 plus miles per hour in the Sierra. That cold front moves through. At that point, we start to see that snow level drop. So Tuesday is a huge transition day for us. Friday, well, here it is, come and gone. And next up, we're going to look at overnight rain Saturday into Sunday. By Monday into Tuesday, starting to see more peaks of that snow pack building in the Sierra. By Wednesday, it's solid snow in the Sierra that lasts through Thursday into Friday. It's rain for the valley. And so we go on and on with our weather impact alert. Building on that 10-day forecast, you can see we've got highs staying in the 50s with our weather impact alert deep into next week. It takes us through Christmas. A few showers left over on Friday and Saturday as well.
And the reason you're doing that, Monica, is because you've got these back-to-back days of rain.
Right.
A lot coming down in a short period of time.
Yeah, and a big travel period, too.
Yes, all of these worlds colliding all
Yes,
at
it
once.
certainly is.
Everyone be safe.
Yeah.
Monica, thank you. And like Monica said, much of the valley and foothills are expected to be impacted by days of rain. Emergency officials hope people prepare right now. ABC 10's Gabriel Porras has a closer look at what's being done in Stockton.
After foggy weeks where the sun never came out, the gentle rustling on Friday and a check of the forecast
when you have like 8 days of rain coming in like we do now.
reminded Brent Collins to get to work.
It's just important, especially in an older neighborhood where the storm drain system is usually a little bit older and undersized to really, rake up the leaves.
And it's important to teach.
There you go.
Teamwork. It's also happening in this Midtown neighborhood as the Garcia family prepares. Meanwhile, in a South Stockton office, emergency officials stay ready.
We've been tracking it. We've been working with our city partners, our local partners, to make sure that we have all the emergency resources we need to respond to this storm should we reach that level. We will have a skeleton crew, including myself, on call if there is a need for us to activate our emergency operations center.
Kia Zhang with the county's Office of Emergency Services says preparing is a good idea,
Go outside, rake those leaves up, clear those drains.
but panicking is not.
While this is reminiscent of the 2022-23 storms, we want to reassure the public that we are not seeing the ground saturation levels like we did during those storms. We are not expecting to see water levels in our reservoirs or rivers rise to flood levels.
For now, officials hoping the gray clouds and swaying trees remind more people that
A little bit of maintenance beforehand saves a lot of trouble.
That was our Gabriel Porras reporting. OES says it's also important to go over your household's emergency plans. They're also asking people to sign up for SJ Ready Alerts so they can reach residents directly in case something happens.
And Sacramento County has extended their respite center again. It will be open through January 5th. Keep in mind it's located at the Warren E. Thornton Youth Center. The address is there on your screen. The site is for adults 18 and older. Pets are allowed in crates. The center is now also asking for donations, including winter clothing, blankets, towels, hygiene items, and dog food. You can drop those items off at the center between 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. Don't forget to call 211 before heading to the center, though, to ensure there is indeed space. And during these extreme weather conditions, Caltrans is reminding drivers to stay vigilant on the roads. Make sure to keep your windshield wipers on. Check tire pressure and ensure your car is in good condition before heading out. And don't forget to turn on your lights.
They must turn on their vehicle lights the daylight mode of the vehicles does not turn on the rear lights of the vehicle. So when driving on snow, on rain, on foggy conditions, if the vehicle that is behind us cannot see us, we become a hazard.
In California, AAA says more than 16 million people will leave their home for the holidays. Most people will drive to their destination, while others will take to the sky. The Sacramento International Airport is expecting up to 718,000 travelers this month. Some of the most popular destinations nearby include San Francisco, LA, San Diego, and Las Vegas. Some travelers tackled the holiday rush at SMF this morning.
How do you typically prepare when it comes to traveling?
I honestly don't. I mean, I kind of have a list of like things I need to pack, and then the day before or night before I'll pack it. But everything else is just vibes, honestly. I definitely would say I'm a last minute packer, but I have the ideas in mind of what I want to pack. And as far as like getting to the airport, I make sure to leave a good like hour before.
TSA expects to screen millions of people this holiday season. The agency says get to the airport early, bring a real ID or another acceptable form of identification, and pack smart. TSA says people traveling with gifts should use gift bags or gift boxes with a lid because it makes the screening and inspection process easier.
And guess what? Extreme weather could impact holiday travel all across the nation. AAA says more than 122 million Americans are planning to travel this holiday season. ABC's Melissa Dunn has a closer look at what to expect.
Across the country, dangerous wind and widespread rain causing holiday travel troubles. In Oregon, dramatic water rescues today. A father and his 5 kids trapped in their stranded pickup truck, pulled one by one from rushing floodwaters. Rivers south of Portland reaching flood stage. Blizzard conditions also snarling holiday travel in the sky and the ground across the Midwest. On Thursday, North Dakota Highway Patrol shutting down Interstate 29 from the Canadian border all the way to South Dakota. Nearly 52,000 planes taking off as people and packages head to their destinations. It's so busy, the FAA is even planning on using limited military airspace if needed.
There's a lot of coordination and collaboration with our airport and our airline partners to make sure that we all have our plans to execute.
The TSA anticipates screening more than 43 million passengers between December 19th and January 4th, about 2.8 to 3 million passengers a day.
It's been definitely chaotic, just at the beginning of the season, but I travel a lot for work, and I figured, okay, as long as I prepare early, it'll not be as bad.
AAA says 109.5 million people will travel by car, up 2% from last year. And this weekend before Christmas is expected to be one of the busiest. Today is expected to be the busiest day for American Airlines, and that's second busiest on January 4th, when everybody returns from the holidays. Melissa Dunn, ABC News, Los Angeles.
Melissa, thank you. Just hours ago, the U.S. military launched retaliation strikes against ISIS targets in Syria. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth posted on social media saying the strikes were to eliminate ISIS fighters, infrastructure, and weapons. The action follows Saturday's deadly attack in Syria. Central Command says a lone ISIS gunman killed 3 Americans before being shot and killed. ABC News reports a U.S. official says the retaliation strikes involved fighter jets, attack helicopters, and artillery. Stay with us for updates on this developing story.
Today is the deadline for the Department of Justice to release the Jeffrey Epstein files. Just hours ago, the department released thousands of pages of files, including photos and videos. The Epstein Files Transparency Act gave the department 30 days to release the full files. The Epstein files are separate from the dozens of photos and documents already released by House Democrats. But Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche said today they may not be able to fully comply with the law. That's because the DOJ can withhold material depicting child sex abuse. Some Democrats in Congress are now threatening legal action if the DOJ doesn't comply with the release.
Investigators say a person of interest, or person I should say on Reddit rather, helped find the suspect in both the Brown University shooting and the murder of an MIT professor. The manhunt lasted 6 days and ended in New Hampshire, with the suspect being found dead from a self-inflicted gunshot wound. He's been identified as 48-year-old Claudio Neves Valente. You see him there on your screen. Officials say he was a PhD student at Brown 25 years ago and dropped out after 1 year. The suspect also studied at the same university in Portugal as the MIT professor decades ago. On Saturday, he allegedly fired 40 rounds into the engineering building at Brown University, killing 2 students and injuring others. Investigators say the suspect then took off in a gray sedan he rented, changing the license plates before heading to Massachusetts. Investigators say a person on Reddit helped track down the suspect. The Reddit user said he first saw the suspect in a bathroom on Brown's campus. Investigators are now going through evidence to determine a motive for those crimes.
Tonight, an update on a complaint filed against California Attorney General Rob Bonta, alleging he misused his re-election campaign funds in payment for attorney's fees. The complaint has been closed with no wrongdoing found. The complaint was filed in November by Raphael Rothschild to the California Fair Political Practices Commission, or FPPC. This after Bonta spent $468,000 for legal and accounting services to a Bay Area-based law firm in response to a federal bribery case in the East Bay involving the former mayor and the Duong family, owners of an expansive trash hauling business. In a statement, Sherry Yang, spokesperson for the FPPC, says, quote, "The FPPC carefully reviews every sworn complaint to ensure all allegations are evaluated against the facts and the requirements of the Political Reform Act. Information presented indicated that the expenses arose directly out of his activities or status as a candidate or elected officer." A spokesperson for the Bonta campaign has previously told us the complaint, quote, "is a silly political stunt completely without merit." Coming up, flu cases continue to rise as the holiday season gets into full swing.
Plus, straying from routine during the holiday break from school can be difficult. How to prepare your family for extended time at home.
The holidays are here. Christmas is less than a week away, and families all over are gathering to celebrate.
Yeah, but the festivities can bring some health concerns, too. Flu cases continue to increase across the nation right as holiday travel begins. Hospitalizations are nearly double that of this time last year. Walgreens says demand for cold medicines and at-home flu and COVID tests jumped more than 60% in just the last 2 weeks. Health officials say the new variant strain, subclade K, is better at dodging immunity from vaccines and prior infection. The flu vaccine is not a perfect match for the variant, but officials say it can reduce hospitalization in kids and adults.
It's also the time of year we tend to overindulge, which can be a problem for our heart health. Dietitians recommend prioritizing balanced meals throughout the day. That means not eating less to save calories for an event or going to a party hungry.
That often backfires on us because then we were just starving at that point and we end up eating more. Plus, there's, of course, foods around that are giving us, higher amounts of fat, sugar, sodium, and those types of things that we need to limit.
Instead, try a healthy snack with protein, healthy fats, and fiber before you go, like yogurt with some fruit and nuts. Drinking water between glasses of sugary drinks and alcohol can also help you monitor your calorie intake. And simple exercise, like taking a walk after a meal, is always a good idea.
Students are headed home for the holidays as well. Having more time with family can be exciting, but losing the structure and routine of school can also be difficult. Health officials say it's okay to be stressed, but they remind parents to try and set expectations early about daily routines, things like bedtime, mealtime, and chores. Chores? What?
No, crossing that off the list.
Over the holidays?
No.
Ain't nobody got time for that. They also say it's okay for kids to be bored and encourage parents to view it as an opportunity, but be sure to manage their screen time.
A lot of times our brains kind of think in terms of all or nothing, black or white, but we don't want it to be either super rigid and very, very structured or a free-for-all. Neither extreme is great for us, and especially not great for kids.
I think that's good advice for us adults, too, to manage that screen time.
Yes, the screen time, trying to stay with your normal sleep schedule, but also if you want to be friends with the kids, bring a lot of sugar and candies. But then don't follow my advice. The parents aren't going to invite you back because those kids will be bouncing off the wall.
Especially with all the rain we're about to get. Everybody's going to be inside.
Oh, yes.
It's hard to get them outside to kind of run off some of that sugar.
Exactly. It's going to be a little hard, but they'll find a way.
I'm sure. Or video games and things of that nature. Huh? But there I go with my screen time again.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Next at 5:30, kids at a local school district are getting a special holiday surprise from the Republic FC.
And a single father in Stockton gets a life-changing gift. Stay with us. The holiday cheer is spreading across Sacramento. Today, Republic FC held a toy drive in North Sacramento aimed at giving back. Today was Republic's 6th annual Winter Wishlist donation drive. The head coach and president delivered gift bags filled with more than 250 new coats and toys for families and students in the Robles School District.
To the kids who receive a brand new toy and a warm coat throughout the winter to keep them warm. Even that small little gesture, that small gift can really go a long way.
The Robles School District serves about 2,000 students with a diverse population facing significant economic hardship.
A local auto shop in Stockton is driving change this holiday season, donating a car to a father in need. Today, Fabian's Collision Center donated a refurbished car to Jacob Munoz, a single father who suddenly found himself raising his son alone just 1 year ago. Without reliable transportation, Jacob relied on costly ride shares while working multiple part-time jobs to support his family. Organizers say this donation will be life-changing, helping him get to work and take his son to school. We're back right after this.
Before we go, some good news. Santa is getting a little help this Christmas from a 100-year-old California man. Hal Yoke makes wooden toys completely by hand. He spends all year making all sorts of toys. Then each year for the holidays, he opens up his workshop, as you see, in his Garden Grove garage to sell his wonderful creations.
It's that time of year, huh? Thanks so much for joining us, everyone.